We out here.
on site. So let me tell you,
I'm listening.
everybody talking about this fight,
Mm-hmm.
and I just like, I'm just like,
What
listen,
fight?
Joseline Hernandez
Okay.
and Big Lex.
Okay.
So Big Lex been talking allegedly,
Crazy
um,
or
crazy for the last 2 years, talking about how if she see Joseline, it's gonna be on site and
okay.
she gonna, F her up
Mm-hmm.
and this and that. And Joseline caught her on
That
was it
was
Saturday, the fight, and
I saw the footage.
shush,
That was tough to watch.
it
That was a
wasn't.
lot. It was a lot. It was a lot to watch.
Why was it tough?
Because like at their big age, these ain't kids.
You shouldn't
Like
be
these
talking smack if you can't.
no, you could talk smack and whatever, whatever, but at this big age, we're not talking about little girls. Like they need to use a way to like not get physical, in my
Well,
opinion.
I get it, but my thing is like, dude, you talking so much ish.
Yeah,
You
I
deserve to get smacked a little
know.
bit. Or if you not gonna be fighting back, if it's not on site for you,
Yeah,
don't be talking shit. Because when
on
I see
site,
you, it's on site.
on site to me is like maybe 25 and under
Okay,
because like my attorneys are gonna get involved. No, I'm not doing it with you. I'm
listen. Some
not.
people deserve to get smacked.
No, like I understand that, but like the thing is like physical violence, right? And I
Hmm.
get it. Listen, I'm not one always emotionally regulated. However, I feel like when you have a lot to lose, you learn to regulate yourself. There's certain things that you won't do anymore because people are petty. People will try to attack you just for you to get physical, and then you get a letter. You know what I'm saying? You're like, wait, what? Like, I feel like you get it. Like, if you're fortunate, whatever, whatever,
Hmm.
you get a point in your life where you get to a point where people will try to antagonize you and they know exactly what you're doing. And if you respond physically, now you got to do with assault and battery charges. Now I got to go to court with you. Now I got to settle out of court with you. It the thing is it's not always just a thing where it's just like it's on site and then we fight a fair one and it's over.
I
No.
just think it depends.
Not if we're not in the same tax
You
bracket.
gotta do wrong right, smack her a couple times, and then you'll be good. You come out and
Nah, son. Don't play with me because you will get that a letter from my
I'm
attorney.
saying, listen, the fight already happened. Jocelyn kicked the crap out of that girl.
She did.
Okay?
She did.
And she almost killed her. She had her on a chokehold. She was going
At that
in.
big
It was a
age.
good fight. Listen, it was a good fight. I think that was better than the fight.
Oh, the Mayweather fight.
The
First of all, that was intense.
Was it? You watched it?
Yes, because my husband's really big into fighting.
Yeah, you watched it?
Gene, y'all know Gene loves
No, no.
boxing and he's into it. It wasn't intense. It wasn't intense. Like Gene watches a lot of boxing and that wasn't intense, but it was just like, okay. The thing is, when you talk about John Gotti, like right now, nobody's like tripping,
Mm.
right? But uh, before, if you was talking about John Gotti, you knew who John Gotti was, and I think what happened is it's just like
He not John Gotti no more.
he ain't Gotti anymore. And so what happened? John, his name used to hold weight.
I'm saying they still think it does because
No,
wasn't his what daughter talking smack
crazy.
about Mayweather's
I'm sure she was, but nobody like. First of all, nobody was gonna fight God. Fight. Oh Lord. The point is, but after a while, like they're sitting there, they're fighting. First of all, Mayweather is a fighter. He's been fighting since he was like 11, probably before then. He's been in the gym fighting all his life. This is all he knows. And this guy knows how to fight.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a person like no disrespect, like the Logan brothers who like decided to take on fighting after, or I don't know how long Gotti's been fighting. This is not a guy who's like in his 20s who decides, I want to learn boxing. This man has been fighting since he was a kid. Like he studied it. Say
Okay.
what you want, but Mayweather knows how to fight. And so he gets these challenges all the time.
But this is an exhibition fight or
Yeah,
something
I
like that.
know. No, it's not a title fight.
Yeah.
But I think it's still, people still think they can take him out. Don't forget, no one's ever knocked out Mayweather. So you want to be that person that knocks him out because you want that
So is this
notoriety.
Gotti kid? Because to me, he's like a little kid, right?
Now he definitely is not a little kid.
He a grown man.
He a
But
grown
he
man.
looked like he can't really stand
No, he
to
had
Mayweather.
skill. No. He had skill. I'm not gonna take away from Gotti. I don't know how long he's been fighting. He definitely had skill. You could tell he's been in the gym. You could tell he's been working. The thing is, though, Mayweather has been doing this. That's it. He's had no other interests. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now he's enjoying his life. He does his thing. I understand he be out here, whatever. But can you imagine from like 10, 11, that's all
I
you
get
do?
it. But Marie, it seems like you do
So,
like fights and stuff.
oh, because my
'Cause
husband does.
you okay.
So like I be watching it with him, so whatever. But like I understand that if that's all you do, and then somebody comes in, they're like, "Oh, I want to take you out because I've been doing this for the last 5 years." Mayweather is like cool. He enjoys it.
You know,
Who? Alan, tell me what you're trying to tell me. What?
well, anyways, that fight was not as
I
impressive
don't
as
even.
Jocelyn's fight.
Oh
Okay?
yeah.
It
Okay, so
wasn't.
we
It wasn't. It
yeah.
was not like as exciting. And
No,
you had the girl, her whole
her boobies
shirt.
came
Wait,
out.
them things was up there.
Her
Okay, I was a
boobies
little
came
surprised.
out.
I was like,
Why were you
ooh,
surprised?
because they were standing up good.
No, I was like, but like real talk, I ain't like that part.
Why not?
It's so degrading.
I'm saying it is, but it's part of the fight situation.
I know. First of all,
Marie,
girls,
those things happen. You know what? And
it every day.
Steph said that they jumped her. I
Okay,
did see some guys kicking on the side.
the girl.
Yes. So,
Ugh.
but
I don't like stuff
Jocelyn
like
did
that.
still beat her up. Even though
Wait,
people was trying to kick.
but
They shouldn't have done that
did
because
Jocelyn have security with her?
I believe that Zeus has security in the building.
With Jocelyn though?
I don't know who they were with. I think they were just there. I don't know. I think that there was secure because remember it was a
Listen.
Zeus event.
Yeah.
So I think that it all had to do with like, a little publicity and at the same time a little get back and at the same time it's like let's put these two girls that have beef together to get us some publicity because
I know, but I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't
I'm
like
saying
it.
but that's what their show is about.
I
And you have to
know.
be realistic, Marie. A lot of these shows, that's how they get their ratings from these fights.
I know. I like do what you got to
And
do.
Jocelyn's Cabaret. Oh, and I saw somewhere, I don't know if this is a fact, but I saw somewhere that Big Lex was the one with the double homicide. Remember that?
That was a really quick response. I like
That
that.
was like the funniest thing ever. That's the only thing I ever
What?
watched from that
Yeah, that
show.
was a really good response. Where
It
she was
was
like,
like
"Ooh,
it was
that
a
was
double homicide.
yeah,
That was crazy.
yeah, that was crazy."
But they were talking about what's his name, Ballistic,
Who's that?
Jocelyn's husband.
Girl, I don't know.
That's her husband, right?
Okay,
So they were saying how he saved Big Lex's life or something like that
right.
because Jocelyn had her in a chokehold and he was like telling Big Lex like let go or something like that and
Jocelyn
all
look
this stuff.
brolic. I'm sorry. That is not somebody you
Listen,
want to have in a chokehold on you. Her arm look diesel.
she be doing them stripper
I
situations.
don't know, but like, look, I haven't watched Love and Hip Hop in a minute, but
I don't think she on there.
no, she's not. But I remember when Jocelyn got introduced on Love and Hip Hop. This is before all of this,
The
before the
Mimi.
cabaret, before all that. And I was like, damn, she brolic. Like her
Yeah.
arm looks solid, like solid muscle. Like
I don't know
I've
if
had to fight all my life type
Marie,
of muscle.
I don't know if this happened during this thing, but they said that Jocelyn had her on a chokehold with her legs.
I believe it. She looks
Yo,
very
you seen Jocelyn's
muscular.
legs? I'm saying those. If you have muscular legs, depending how muscular, you be
Lonnie,
looking nice.
her her okay, her arms, her shoulders,
Yeah,
her
I don't like it.
legs, her body looks muscular, and it's like I don't want. That's not someone who looks muscular. That's not the person you want to have you in a chokehold.
Well, listen, if I'm gonna be talking shit about somebody, I'm gonna be and especially if it's Jocelyn,
Mm,
knowing that she be beating up people, I would be working out or something, practicing boxing with somebody.
I don't
She
know
was caught off guard.
which one. The girl.
Big Lex.
Mm,
Supposedly she was fighting with another group of girls, and Jocelyn saw her and was like, "Oh, this is," and went in there.
mm,
So, good afternoon,
that's not for me.
guys. I'm too old to be fighting people. That's why
It ain't got nothing to do with age. I'm just not about that
I
life.
just think that you just said at this big age.
No, at this big age, but I'm like, I'm not about that life. I'm not. If you about that life, that's cool for you, whatever. But I do think like what ends up happening is you do end up growing up, right? If I go to the Mayweather, whomever else's fight, I'm trying to enjoy myself, trying to have a good time, trying to have a drink, trying to relax, and then trying to go to the after party. I'm not trying to have my tits out and
I'm
fighting
saying
you,
you're not in that industry. These girls want to have their name out there. This
girl.
is a whole publicity situation, and we're going to be hearing about it for the next. Look, there was a
Mm,
big Mayweather fight, right?
mm-hmm.
And look what we talking about: Joseline Hernandez and
Terrible business.
whatever this girl name is, Big Lex.
Terrible, but in my opinion, terrible business. I don't want to do like I'm trying to enjoy the Mayweather fight,
I didn't have to enjoy the Mayweather fight, but there was a couple other fights that happened at the same time.
like
I don't
actual
know.
fights or like fights off camera.
Or off like fights. They were on camera, but they were like,
No, but was it a planned fight? I'm talking about like
oh no, no, not
oh,
like
I'm
a
like
fighting situation,
not
like
the main event,
not
but
the main event. No,
yeah, like I'm like I'm dude like do whatever works for you. That's
I'm
cool.
saying I hope. Like I don't know because I heard some gossip about the Jocelyn's Cabaret is filming right now,
Okay,
and I'm not gonna say nothing about it. Okay, Alan, I said I'm not gonna say nothing about it,
I've never
but
seen it. I've only seen clips, and the only clip I ever saw was oop double homicide. I was like, damn,
yeah, that's the only thing I
that's the
watched.
only thing I've ever seen.
I never watched like stripper shows.
That's the girl. The crazy part is
We just
though,
said that.
Yumi's here, but like but can we circle back? I remember that clip where she was just like, everybody knows the double homicide clip, right? But she was just like, I don't understand what she's talking about, that she's out here having her situation. This is an opportunity for all of us. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that. I said double homicide. I'm not trying to be like, downplay her situation, but nobody trying to hear that. We out here trying to take opportunities. So maybe the girl ain't terrible.
I think, to be honest with you, that's the only reason I know of Jocelyn's Cabaret because of the double
Girl, bye.
homicide.
Me too.
I didn't know about them
Like hashtag
stripping.
me too.
Like I
Me
didn't know
too.
any of that.
Me either. That's the viral clip.
But so Jocelyn didn't want her to talk about the double homicide.
Well, no, no. Like, you know how like on reality shows, like people be like, I'm here and I just want you to know I've been through hell and I done
Oh,
through
about
this.
but it wasn't. Remember, the girl in the background was like, "Damn,
Double
double
homicide.
homicide."
That's the girl. That shit was funny.
It was the funniest thing ever.
It was funny, but it's not funny.
It was funny
But it was funny.
because she already did it. What you gonna do? You
I
can't
know.
take it back.
Cause she was a dude, like nobody wanna hear that. Like you out here, no, I wanna hear that you just had to have an abortion and
Saying,
abort your
listen,
twins.
some people have nothing to talk about.
I wanna hear that.
Okay.
Not me. I'm just saying, like
Marie, listen to
in
me.
real
I
life.
just be like, dude, tell your story.
I don't want to hear your story unless your story is
You
fun.
do, because you be like, oh my God, tell me.
Is it fun? Oh, I'll be like, I want to hear it,
Yes.
but it depends on the mood that I'm in. If I'm in a mood and I'm trying to have a good time, please don't bring me down. Don't bring me down with your nonsense. Don't. Like, if I'm in a good time, I'm in a good vibe. Well, I want to tell you something, girl. Let me tell you. I'll be like, oh. But if you're like, oh my God, I'll be
I'm saying people have to learn how to tell stories.
damn. Now you brought my whole vibrations down. Yes.
I be having
I
some
love you.
crazy, sad stories, and I just be trying to laugh at it because listen, what I'ma do? It already happened,
If you don't laugh,
and I'm still alive. I ain't die.
if you don't laugh, you'll cry.
Yeah, I be
Sometimes.
crying sometimes when I be laughing though,
No, Lonnie, you do. Yo, when Lonnie
all the
be telling a
time.
story, and it be a funny story, like a really, really funny story, you be having tears coming
I
out your
do
eyes. I'd be like,
all
why
the
is
time.
she having tears?
It be funny because you know what? It's like, yo, people be so. It just things just be funny to me because what you gonna do? I'm not gonna cry of sadness.
Mm.
Let me tell you, I'm not gonna tell no stories right now. I don't have no story.
Wait.
I don't have no double homicide stories.
Yeah, don't tell us no double homicide
I don't
stories.
have any.
Okay, no, good,
It's
good.
not that I'm not trying to tell you. I don't have any. I never killed nobody.
As appropriately. What is masculine energy in a woman? Let's define it. Like Lonnie, when people be like, she's got a lot of masculine energy, what does that mean for you?
What does it mean for me? Like,
Like
what do I do?
what like when
This is what I think about masculine energy. And I think that this was a definition that someone said to me like at one time. And I was just like, you know what? That may be true.
hmm,
'Cause let me tell you what happened. We went out at one time. Remember, we went to that rooftop and I was
which
walking.
one?
And
We be
it
going
was
out.
a long time.
Okay.
It was like that rooftop. We took all those pictures and I was wearing like
Y'all
a,
took them pictures.
you took pictures too because I have some pictures of you. I had a black shirt with it. Let me tell you guys. And I was walking and I was like, ooh, I was walking like a man. Remember that?
Oh, yes, I
And I was
remember.
like, "Oh,
I
I'm
remember that
walking."
one.
And I was like, "Oh my god,
I
I might
remember.
have masculine energy on me right now." And you know, and somebody said, and I don't know if it happened at the same time, but somebody said like when you have to do like everything in your household and you don't have that masculine person in your house and you have to be that person, you have to be both the feminine and the masculine.
Mhm.
You sometimes the masculine just takes over because you got to pay bills, you have to take care of your house, you have to do
Right.
everything. And I was like, that may be true because for me that has been like a thing. So I'm just like, damn, maybe I'm just stuck with it, but I'm trying to get out
I
of it because
don't know, dude.
do you think that that's why?
I don't, in my opinion.
Why do you think people have masculine energy?
I don't know why people have masculine energy. I don't have the answer.
Do you think
Because
do you
for me,
think
no, no. Can I finish? Can I finish
Just
my
tell us
point?
the story, Marie.
Can I finish my point?
Tell us.
Like, okay, I don't know, like why. See, whenever you talk about masculine energy, what you're really saying is that you're aggressive. That's really what you're saying. You're not saying strength,
Oh,
right?
you
That's the
think I'm
thing.
aggressive?
Lonnie, I don't. I'm not saying you're
Just
aggressive.
tell me the truth.
Well, we're not having a session right
No,
now.
no, I want you to tell me as my friend.
Oh, I think that there are times that you,
When? Tell
see,
me.
Lord, see,
Tell me a time.
that's why
I
I ain't
want
even,
to know
that's why I
a
ain't even
time.
trying to go
I
there
just
with
want you to
you.
tell me. Be like that time
No, dude, we
because I
not,
want to know.
dude. Yes, you could be aggressive.
But is it deserved?
It don't signify if it's deserved. Like if you trying, okay, can I let me make the point I was trying to make.
Okay, go
This is
ahead.
this is the point I'm trying to make so that people understand. When somebody says somebody is in in their masculine energy,
Mm-hmm.
what really they're saying is that you appear aggressive. And aggressive doesn't mean strength. And people equate aggression with strength. It's not the same thing.
I think I'm strong.
You are strong.
Oh,
You're a very strong person. But when you're strong, your strength that I see in you, I don't equate that with aggressiveness. I equate that with strength
Mhm.
because I recognize that for me, like I'm a very strong person, but I'm not masculine. So I see it in you. I feel like what you're really saying is the absence of a man, which we always talk about with aggression, is really what you're saying is that you're a strong person.
Mhm.
So for me, when I see a woman, right, whether she has a man or not, and she's very sexual and not promiscuous, that's not the same thing, right? So when I like for me, when I put on my heels and I sway my ass and I'm walking, like I feel super strong. Because for me, I know that I could take anything that I want. Like there is a strength that comes within me in my feminine energy when I'm walking. Girl, bye. You know I like a good heel. Cause I sway my ass like you ain't gonna play with me. So I'm
Right.
walking. So
That's 'cause
I'm
you got them
walking.
hips.
I,
They say
it's
automatically.
not the hips,
I'm
Lonnie.
saying they be like, psh, psh, "What you want me to
My
do?"
hip. No, it's not the hips. It's a feeling. Like it's a
Okay.
feeling that you have that you're walking and you're in that energy and you're walking and you just feel it. So it has strength in that. I don't have to be aggressive
Okay.
because people who are aggressive have nothing else to use. So you have to use aggression. So you can no longer use your mind. You can't I don't want to use the word manipulate because I got Alan here. So Alan gonna be like, that's why women be manipulating. It's not about manipulation. It's about being very strategic and very, very purposeful and
Mhm.
intentional with what you're doing. So for me, I don't view being a woman and being strong. I don't have to be aggressive for me.
Aggressive, but like this is like in terms of like a man.
Dude, you like Scarlett.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like it's a lot for me.
So that doesn't make a difference with being masculine. Well, I think that
No, it's like
she's
pick
very.
the fuck up. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to do all that. I'm not
I like that
doing
song.
it.
I like that
So she
song.
I
can't be feminine
know.
because she does that.
I think she's very.
No,
If
that's
you,
cool that she does it,
but she
but
does. I think that she
it's a lot.
actually, if you look at her, like when she has like interviews, sometimes she does look a little feminine. Like she does have like some like she's like, but she's
No,
very
she's
young
feminine.
also.
She's feminine in her dressing and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's just the way that she talks and her voice and the way that she delivers her
I
lyrics.
don't know her personal life.
I don't know. Oh, she I think she had a little rough childhood a little
No, no,
bit.
no. I don't know her personal life. I'm just
Okay.
telling you. I'm not a dude, so I can't speak on dudes.
Mhm.
But like, who wants that?
No, I know some guys don't really want somebody that is like that, but
That's
some
so
guys like
much.
it.
No, they don't.
So you don't
They
think
mama was rough to them. They mama was rough to them, and so they think that's appropriate. That's
it's
really
not
what
a
it is.
I am sure when girls want to get certain things from a guy, they act differently.
No, they don't. Not the girls who,
So what do
dude.
you think of Remy Ma?
She's all right, but
So
Remy
don't you
Ma,
think that she was back then? Her raps were considered a little, and Foxy Brown.
yeah, no, like okay, but they were emulating men. See, when you say Foxy Brown, and if you saw any like back in the day
Hmm.
documentaries or whatever, whatever, even a Lil Kim and
Yeah.
allegedly I wasn't there. Biggie was like when Lil Kim first came out, she was like, "Back the fuck up." Big was like, "Chill." Ain't nobody going like nobody wants that. Like like in my opinion, a woman as a woman has so much strength that you don't have to emulate men. You don't have to emulate men to show strength, in my opinion. We have it. But what happened is we are being taught that masculinity equates strength, and it doesn't. It really doesn't, right? And so what happens is just like be a woman and in your woman energy and in your feminine energy. And I promise you think Queen Cleopatra had to be masculine? She didn't, but she ran empires. The story goes, I don't know if people know this story, with Julius Caesar, that Cleopatra came, right? She had Julius Caesar's son, right? And she came, and allegedly, that's why they shanked Julius Caesar, is that she had Julius Caesar's son. Don't forget, Julius Caesar had his wife, but he was in love with Cleopatra. They had a son. She came and she said, this, I'm gonna put your son right here, and I wanna see if you ain't gonna come get your son. She put him on the floor, right? And everybody was just like, we know he's not gonna disrespect his wife,
But
right?
that's his son.
You know what Julius Caesar did? Because Cleopatra's like, I'm gonna put this son right here. He went, he picked up his son. He's like, this is my son. He's like, this is my son. And that's when everybody was like, that's that moment that people don't know, that everybody was like this to Cleopatra, like, oh Lord, you got that proper. Okay? So she was never masculine. And so women, for me, need to understand that in your feminine energy holds so much strength that you don't have to be aggressive. Being aggressive and assertive is not the same thing, right? You can be very much assertive, but you don't have to be aggressive. I'm not with all that big the fuck up. I'm not. I'm just not. Because it just doesn't work for me. And if another woman wants to use it, cool, go ahead. But I know what works. History does not repeat itself, but it does. What does Richard always say? It always shows back up in patterns. I don't have to be aggressive, but I'm gonna tell you, I could run an empire.
Okay.
Play with me.
Jean said that it
Oh, is Jean here?
masculine energies when you walk like Viola Davis. But
no, babe.
When Viola Davis did that interview with I think it was Jennifer Hudson, I don't remember if it was her. And she said she was looking for a certain type of man.
Viola?
It was her, right? Oh. Marie. And she was like, I want a man that is this tall and has this and does this and has kids because I don't want to feel pressured to have kids and all this stuff. Wasn't that her?
I don't know.
Oh my God, Marie.
I don't. Viola's been married for a minute though.
Yes, but she manifested her man. And she wasn't masculine when she said she wants a certain type of man.
Like, okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like women need to move away from the ideology that strength means being rough. You don't have to be rough. That's the only thing I'm trying to say. Like,
Okay.
you can be extremely strong. Like, Lonnie, I know you're very strong, but I've never seen your strength and saw masculinity.
Oh, thank you.
Like I'm just saying for me, I really haven't. Like I've seen it. Like for me, your strength has always been something that's come from within you.
Yeah.
I equate your strength with femininity. I don't. I know that there are times where you're like this, like you be like, okay, but I don't. I don't take the two together.
Marie, I appreciate that.
I don't. I'm just
that was the only day that I was like, oh my God, I walk like that because you
Oh yeah, I remember that day.
I was like, oh my God. But I have changed, guys. I'm walking better now.
I do remember that day.
It was funny. That was oh my God, it was a terrible day. Them shoes. It was them shoes.
It was the shoes.
The
shoes was tough. No, the shoes were
that was a tough situation.
Yeah, it was such a
no, yeah, that was cute. Oh my God. So they said the Unabomber guy, he died in prison. He committed suicide. He allegedly. Old. I just want to say, you so old. Why are you committing suicide?
I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, But why would I spend? I don't even know when they caught the Unabomber. I feel like they caught him. I might have been a child. Like I don't know.
I don't know, but it doesn't matter
Why
to
would I
me.
spend like
I think
so many
some
years in prison and then on all of a sudden like there's no way. Like I feel like the Unabomber was like 100 years ago.
it doesn't matter. They should have killed him, but listen, they killed him
Oh
in
Lord.
prison or he hung himself. Something happened to him, but
Feel like
oh my God, you know what's really good that happened?
what?
What's his name? Rudolph,
That.
the football player that the people came to his house. He was found not guilty. That was a big deal last week.
Ooh.
His name is I don't remember his first name, but his last name was Rudolph. If y'all know, let us know. And this people, the girlfriend who was married, okay, she was married, and she's mad at him because he was talking to other girls, which was he said they were his friends. But you a married woman, and you over here in a whole relationship with somebody for over a year or however long, and then she was mad because he, oh, who you talking to? She called a girl, was like, talk to her, right?
Mhm.
Big fight. She pushed him and all this stuff, and then she called his brother and was like, shoot his shit up. The brother walked in there. Number one, this boy looked like a fool in court. Okay, and if you guys saw the court proceedings, the recordings, whatever, on TikTok, especially because I was watching it. I was like, this little boy, somebody should have smacked him. Walked in there with a gun. The other friend
Was
took
he
his.
young?
I don't think so. They were like 20s, young, like
Okay.
that young, not like young, young.
Not like 15, but 20 still
Yeah, and
young.
then they go in there. Just so happened the guy Rudolph comes out with a rifle or something and shoots them, kills one of them, and then they try to lock him up.
Hmm.
And I'm just like, you guys deserved it. Especially the girlfriend
Oh.
say they should have locked her up. Talk about Travis Rudolph. Thank you. I was like, these little fools. And he was locked up, which he shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
And then he was found not guilty,
It
which was great.
it's hard though. Emotionally, you get hyped.
I'm saying you coming to my house to kill me. What, my mom lives here?
I know, but like the thing is that like Pete, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Like
how you gonna text somebody talking about shoot his shit up?
that's what I'm
She should
saying.
have went to jail.
Did she?
No, she should.
Oh,
I
so
don't
she's
think
not
she
going
went to.
to.
I
That's
don't
what I'm
think so.
saying. Like I don't know if anybody saw The Godfather, but like like, you get hyped, like it's
Listen,
your family member, and then
yes.
so that's what I'm trying to say. Like it's hard because it's your family, and then they reach out to you, and so when somebody ends up, you gotta imagine if it's your family, they reach out to you and they're like, I can't believe this person did this to me. And then so you feel like you gotta fix it. And now
Hmm.
you hype and you probably dysregulated yourself. You're probably emotionally
But come
dysregulated.
on, Marie.
No, it's hard,
It's
Lonnie.
I know that you, if I tell you, Marie, shoot that shit, you'll be like, Lonnie,
I'm
you a
emotionally
whole married woman dealing with this man.
Lonnie,
Eh,
definitely Marie, emotionally regulated now. Did a lot of work and all of that. But imagine someone who has trauma, who has a need to protect their family and is emotionally dysregulated, right? So your whole thing is I every morning, how it's like,
mhm,
oh, you chose violence today? No,
mhm.
every morning I choose violence. So can you imagine you tell that person, I can't believe this person did that to me. Boom, boom, boom. And then so what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna choose aggression. They're gonna go and
I
be
understand, but
aggressive.
look what happened. Now somebody lost
Yeah.
their life,
That's
and
every
now you
day.
want to blame another person for their death when in reality you are responsible. And I just think that, and I know that Eight at the Table, they're often talking about how you need to regulate your emotions when it comes to relationships. And then
Right.
that's part of being, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, regulate your energy when you walk out your house.
Don't forget to join us at 9 o'clock this Thursday. Nine
Thursday,
ish.
9ish, yeah. Um, so it's like you going now somebody's dead. Now
Yeah.
somebody's life is possibly ruined because this guy was accepted to the Canadian League, I believe, or something like that.
That's every
And then it's like,
day.
damn.
I'm not trying to get like deep, but that's
I
every
get that
day.
that happens
Every
every
day.
day.
Every day. Like what happens is it's a issue of emotional dysregulation.
But we in a situation now where this just happened and people need to be held accountable. And,
Yeah,
you know,
okay, yes, they do. But here's the thing, trauma is not that simple, right?
Marie, I feel like you would be the person to be like, yes, regulate your emotions. But now you like, oh, trauma is not that simple. If somebody, my family calls me, I'm going to go and shoot up the
Yeah,
place.
because like no, because because I got my own stuff that I'm always working through. And I'm okay with
Yeah, but
that. Like
people need
right,
to
but
watch
I'm
it.
not perfect, right? I always got my own stuff that I'm working through. So if you like God forbid you do the work, what Alan? No, you be just throwing me off guard. We have 5 minutes? All right. Point is, my whole thing is it's not simple as 1 + 1 = 2. There's a lot of stuff with trauma. I'm not gonna get into it now in terms of the brain, what gets lit up and how you ready to go. So it's tough when you tell me a story like that because my first thing to do is just like, damn, like, okay, they were just being responsive. They were being very like maybe aggressive because that they're being reactive.
So let's bring this back to Jocelyn. This girl has been calling Jocelyn out for
Mhm.
2 years. Now,
Mhm.
this is a situation that you said, oh, not now. I'm not in my grown age. It's the same thing.
Nope, not if you did the work.
My trauma just happened to come out because I see
Nope,
this hussy coming around
not if you do the work.
talking about it's on site, and I'm like right here, and I'm like she still
Nope,
ain't come.
Lonnie, not if you do the work.
Okay,
No, no, you gotta do the work.
Jocelyn didn't do the work.
I don't know. I don't
She didn't
know.
do the work,
Put that work in.
but she did
Allegedly.
put the work in. She didn't do the work.
I don't
It's
know.
the same
Dude, I don't
thing.
know her personal life. What I'm saying is when you do the work and you really do the work and you process a lot of stuff, you're not perfect and you have bad days. But there are risks and things that you realize that you're not willing to do. And so I'm not willing to put myself in a situation where I'm going to harm you and it's going to just ruin my whole life.
Well, she ruined his whole, like Juan Pill said, his whole career. Jocelyn, she didn't ruin
Ruined
her
it.
career because you know what's gonna happen? Seuss is gonna take her out of jail. She got what, 4 counts of whatever battery or whatever. Seuss is gonna take him out because you know what's gonna happen? Everybody is gonna subscribe and watch Jocelyn's
Not
Cabaret
everybody, not
to
me.
see, well, whoever likes the show.
Before we get out, don't forget Love and Hip Hop is
Oh my God, yes.
Love and Hip Hop's coming back.
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is premiering on today, the 13th.
Is it today?
It's today the 13th? Yeah, today.
BTW. Shout out to Love and
Guys,
Hip Hop.
we're gonna put the link on the Eight at the Tables thing so you guys can see the premiere, right? Right, Alan? So we're gonna have it on all Eight at the Tables social media.
Yeah.
So you guys can just click on it and see it. Oh, it is,
Shout
guys.
out to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. By the way, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is what got me into Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Girl,
Well,
bye.
I did like Love and Hip Hop New York back in the days.
No, I know, but
They
like
did fall off a
before
little
all of
bit.
that, Stevie, like that.
Oh wait,
Stevie,
that's where Jocelyn came
Stevie,
from,
you not
right?
gonna put me back in the strip club, Stevie?
That's where Jocelyn came from.
Yes, like I used to love and hip hop Atlanta, so I'm very
Yes.
excited.
Oh my God, a lot of people came out of there. Mimi, um, what's it called?
A
What's her
lot of
name?
stars.
From
Rashida,
Escape, Rashida. Oh my God, I just saw something on Facebook. It
Can,
said
well, no, that's not the.
Candy, yeah, Candy.
But
Candy
they're
with the
the same
grandmas.
crew.
It's the same crew.
Yeah.
They all together.
No, real quick before anything else.
Hmm.
Um, I think it was last season. That was really powerful. What's his name when he told his mother about that situation, like how I grew up. Oh my God, Alan, what's his name? When he was
Scrappy.
Scrappy, yes,
Scrappy.
yes.
That scene And I know for me, like that was really a lot.
I'm saying people were talking about that for a long time.
Yes, like that was
That was a thing.
powerful.
And
So yeah,
now,
I love Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
what's it called? Mama D beefing with
Mama D.
she beefing with the thing. Oh,
Mama
she had a
D.
whole funeral for the dog.
First of all, Mama D always beefing with somebody. I
Oh
love
my
Mama
God.
D. Okay.
Anyway, guys, Thursday, 9 o'clock, 9:30. Make sure you watch. There's a episode. Gonna be new episode on Thursday.
Oh, Ice Spice is in Love and Hip Hop.
Yes.
Ice Spice
Okay, what's she doing?
living her best life. Better go ahead.
Oh, she gonna be part of the new
I
thing.
love her. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you like Ice Spice?
What?
Okay. I'm a little surprised that you like Ice Spice and not Scarlet.
Really? I didn't say I didn't like.
Because
I
Marie,
didn't say
you
I
be
didn't like
listening to
Scarlett.
all these Lil Baby, Da Baby, all the
I love
it's
it.
okay, guys. Make sure you watch us on YouTube on Thursday. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure
This
you
Thursday.
like new episodes. We put out new episodes more days, right, Alan?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're probably gonna have a new episode.
I want them
before
to love us
Thursday.
on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I want
Yeah,
them
Facebook
to
is
join
on
us
fire,
across
guys.
all platforms. Like, listen, guys. This is 8 at the table since 2018. Love, sex, relationship. We're changing the narrative. We're having the conversation that nobody was having. But then I guess, when you're an innovator, everybody joins. Okay. Alan's saying don't go deep.
No, keep going.
In my opinion, like, listen, if you were an innovator in 2018, imagine who you are in 2023. Join us now. You either can be a part of it
saying
or
y'all
say
here.
you saw it.
Oh, thank you, Wayne. We be looking for you because I know on Thursday I'll be looking at the comments. Let me see who in here, and I'm gonna be looking for Wayne.
By the way, me and Lonnie are behind the scenes
Yes,
on Thursdays. Join us on the live.
and we'll see you then, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back next Tuesday.
And I'll be having more wine.